guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to be giving you my pre-match thoughts of the Stenhousemuir Greencock Morton game. So I'm thinking before we start this episode, you're probably thinking, where's the setup gone? Like, it's completely different. So we're getting a loft conversion, right? And the original, the drawn planner that we had, my room wouldn't have to be affected because we're getting stairs put up into the loft, because it's going to be turned into my parents' bedroom. And so basically my room has now been affected because they got the drawing wrong. So I had to get my bed dismantled and my desk dismantled. So my desk was part of my bed, so I've not actually got my desk, so we're making it makeshift. I know it might not be great, but this is going to be a thing that will happen for quite a while. This will be happening for another good 8-9 weeks yet, so anyways, it's still going to be the same. It's not going to be anything different. It's just going to be a little bit lower down. I'll need to just talk up a little bit. So, pre-match thoughts ahead of Stenhousemuir v Greencock Morton. This match takes place tomorrow, Saturday 8th of August 2026, Oakleview Park, Scottish Championship Match Day 2. I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be a very good one. We need to make sure we're on it early though, and we don't make any stupid mistakes. Sorry, I'm just sorting something there. So I think it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. So in this video I'm going to talk about last week's results for both teams, what I think we need to do to win the game. Atmosphere is going to be really good, and what positives we can take from last week going into this week. So both teams last week, none of us managed to pick up 3 points. One of us picked up a point, and one of us got a defeat. So Greencock Morton had Partick Thistle at home. Now Greencock Morton have not had a good start to the season. Their League Cup campaign, yes, that was only pre-season, so maybe we're still trying to get things right. It went awfully. They lost every game. Linlithgow Rose, Inverness, St Johnstone and East Fife all picking up victories against Greencock Morton, and that is embarrassing for Greencock Morton, especially losing to East Fife and Linlithgow Rose. No offence there. So they'll be very disappointed with themselves, since they've not managed to do very well in pre-season. Their first league match was against Partick Thistle. Morton were at home, so it gave them a bit more of a chance, but I was thinking, since their form in pre-season was just absolutely horrible, I'm thinking they're not going to do very well. And to be fair, they kept the score down. It was 1-0 to Partick Thistle at full time, so obviously Morton, I'll be happy that they've only lost 1-0, but obviously they need to try and regroup. But they've got to come players at Oakleview, so listen, that won't be easy for them, definitely. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Morton, but I just don't think they could come to Oakleview and do much, because the last time we played them at Oakleview, we won 4-0 in League 1. Yes, we had a different manager, different tactics and style, different players, but I still think Marvin Bartley, with his tactics and the way he plays with his players, we can still get the job done. So Stenny, as I said, did really in pre-season, didn't lose a game, and last week's game between us and Wraith Rovers ended in a 1-1 draw away from home. Very, very pleased with that result, as I said in my post-match thoughts. I thought it was a very, very good result. We need to just take lots of positives from that game into this one tomorrow. I think it'll be a really good game as well, from what I've seen. So, update. New home top has been released. So, tomorrow at the game, I'm going to buy the new home top. It is 50 quid, I believe. So, I will be purchasing that top, so don't worry. The old ones will still be making an appearance in the videos now and then. So, just because I've got, just because I'm getting the new one doesn't mean these ones won't be wearing. So, also I've got my new away one, that's the black one with the yellow. Well, not the yellow, the orange down at the side of it. So the home one, it's basically, it's the design's plain like this. The badges are on the left hand side, and the sponsor's just a bit different. So I'll be buying that, and then we'll do post-match thoughts tomorrow. It'll just be about the same setup as this, because that's the best I could do. I tried a few different areas to put the camera, see if I could see myself clearly, but this one was just the best, because you can see myself, you can see me, I'm talking clearly to you and all that. So just in case you see that. So what I think we're going to need to do to win the game is we're just going to have to do well. Going to get off to a good start. You know, we're going to have to make sure we don't lose anything stupid, any early goals. Like last week we lost the first goal, but we responded quite well. So if we are to lose the first goal, we need to respond quickly. We can't spend too much time faffing about, as I'm saying, because it's the championship. We'll just get punished if we choose to muck about, or if we don't choose to work properly. So well, as I say, all these games are a challenge, but we need to make sure we just got enough fight to do it all. Communication and the basics of the game: communication, passing, shooting, defending. You all have to be there as one collective group. You can't have individual performances. You need to be there as a big group, performing well. So hopefully if we can do all them things, that will be enough to win the game. Also, we do have previous experience with them in January in the Scottish Cup. As a different manager, different players, different style, different tactics. So yeah, that's gone now, so we won't worry about that. Just as I said though, all those things are important to do in the game, because if all of them are done and it's done by Morton, it could be a really good, interesting game. But also at the same time, if one of us doesn't do it, one should punish the other. So I think it'll be a good game of football, and I'm really looking forward to it. My score prediction for the game is Stenhousemuir 3, Greencock Morton 1. I think that was my prediction, what I was going to say. Yes, Stenhousemuir 3, Greencock Morton 1. That's what I think I'll go with. I was going to go 2-1, but I thought I'll go 3-1. With Morton having a poor pre-season, I think this might see us as an opportunity to pick up 3 points in the league. Obviously, we were targeting, well, I was looking at teams based on pre-season on who'd be good targets for us to beat in the league. Morton, Queen's Park, Inverness, they were all mentioned. Wraith Rovers, they're mentioned. We could give a game to Arbroath. Now, none of this is guaranteed that we can give these teams games. I'm just going by what I think on how teams have performed in recent years. But if we're up for it tomorrow and we just do all the things I've said, we could go and get 3 points. It'd be massive, because we get 4 points from our first 6 games. To be honest, I'd be happy with that. So just need to make sure the work's there. Work on the ball, work off the ball has to be spot on. So the atmosphere of the game, I think it'll be a very, very good game of football, as I say, and it'll get the crowd going. There'll be a big crowd there supporting the teams. Morton should bring 400-500. Stenny should have about, hopefully fill their stand 500-600 there as well. So do it over 1,000 folk at the game. It'd be a good standard for championship. So yeah, I think obviously if Stenny are to go in front, we can get right behind the team. We can just start celebrating and all that, and then start all the chanting and all that, and that gets the players up for it. That gives them the fight to keep going. So hopefully that's the case. We just keep going, we keep fighting in games, and then we see from there really what happens. So the last couple of things I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about our transfer business. So I'm going to try my very best to go through all these players in order. Sam Young, who is it we signed after Sam Young? Matthew Gillis, Gus Stevenson, Lewis Hodgkiss, Callum Penman, Scott Bright, Lewis O'Donnell, Robbie Hemfrey, Oscar McIntyre, and today we signed a new player. Now this is a very, very good player, I think, for the championship. Finally, somebody with a little bit of experience, but also somebody that Marvin Bartley worked with at Livingston. 10th signing of the summer, Andrew Shinney. I'm not too sure on his position. I believe he can play in a few positions. I believe he can play in attacking midfield, centre midfield, winger, striker. He's got lots of experience, and that excites me, pleases me that he's got experience in the top levels, in top levels in leagues, and some decent clubs he's been playing at. So I think his experience should hopefully help us. As I say, it's a championship. It's a tougher league. So hopefully he will definitely help the team grow with his experience. And I think in general the transfer window's been quite good. We've just not really signed enough experience, I don't think. So mean, if we survive the season and it doesn't come down to that, then I'll not be bothered about it. But if it comes down to that, then it'll be like, well, why did you not go for more experience? If you looked on the free agents list, maybe you could have seen experience, or if you tried to negotiate a deal, even if you didn't get it, at least you tried to get it. So I think on the whole it's been very good. From what I've seen so far, all of the players are good. The only new player we haven't seen in action yet is Gus Stevenson. I have no idea what's actually up with him. I think it's a foot injury he's got. I remember Marvin Bartley mentioning something short in an interview. So hopefully he'll be back, as soon as we can, because I want to see him in action. I only seen him in that Stenhousemuir Cup game against Alloa, then he got taken off, presuming that he had a knock. And I thought he looked quite decent, a handy wee player. So hopefully that he can recover as quick as we can, because any time we've got a full squad, it's good to have the championship level. So hopefully he can be back as soon as possible, because he looks like quite promising. And Andrew Shinnie, hopefully he gets a game tomorrow, even if it's just 15-20 minutes off the bench to get him into the league and his debut and all that. And then obviously when we play Motherwell after the Morton game, will he go for his more experience or will he trust his younger side? So we'll see what happens. And the final thing we'll talk about is just our next matches. So a run of matches to end August. So we have Morton at home, which is tomorrow, Championship. Motherwell at home in the Premier Sports Cup last 16. That'll be a good game. Sunday, 16th of August, 2 p.m. kickoff. I don't think it's on Premier Sports, but I think it'll still be a good game, a good occasion for us. Queen's Park away, Scottish Championship. Inverness at home, Scottish Championship. So really, I don't think it's going to be a bad month. I definitely think the toughest game in there is absolutely the Motherwell one. I don't know about the toughest league game. I'd maybe say Wraith Rovers away, but we've already got out of the way with a point, so that's very, very pleasing to see. And hopefully Andrew Shinnie's experience can help us get over the line. As I say, hopefully he maybe play against Motherwell with him having experience, but we'll see who Bartley trusts, to be honest. So it's a week away yet, but we need to worry about the Morton game, and then we can get that one on our heads. So anyway, guys, that's going for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share my channel to people that don't know my channel but might be interested in it. I want to say thanks for your support. It's been absolutely brilliant. Can't get to 240 subscribers by the end of August. I think we could 240, 245 maybe. It'd be a good. It's a dream of mine. Hopefully, just keep getting the subscribers in as quick as we can. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. So anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And also don't forget, new Stenny home top, new Stenny away top. Looking forward to bringing it in. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers and goodbye for now.